This Electrifying Leaders series is presented by Atkins Kroll BMW.
How's it, everybody? We're back here at the BMW showroom for another installment of the BMW Electrifying Leader series. Today, we're speaking with CEO and Administrator Melanie Mendiola of GEDA to speak about her leadership style and, most importantly, what her journey looks like. Come on. All right, guys, we are joined again by Melanie Mendiola from GEDA. Melanie, how are you doing first and foremost today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
That's great to hear. Well, of course, we know you, but for our viewers who are watching at home, can you tell us a little bit about how it feels to be recognized as an electrifying leader by BMW?
Of course, I was flattered. I'm honored. It's always nice to be recognized for making an impact in the community, and especially for being recognized for your leadership. Absolutely.
Definitely. And speaking about your leadership, can you tell us a little bit about your leadership style? Like, if you could describe it in one way or another, how would you describe your leadership style?
Sure. To me, leadership is something that when you're starting off, it doesn't necessarily. Sometimes it comes. There's like you have the raw goods that make up a great leader, but it really takes honing your talent and then over time maturing and working on your craft, and then you look at it through the lens of the different experiences that you've had, different managers you've had, different coworkers, colleagues, mentors, clients, customers, and all of that really shapes the kind of manager you'd like to become or leader you want to become. So I also like to read a lot of leadership types of publications, so books. I read this article recently in the Harvard Business Review about creating empowering leaders, and what empowering leadership basically means is it's where you step away. You've empowered your team so much that they are independent and they're able to make decisions. They continue to move the needle, and you can step away and it's still going, and you've empowered them to continue to press on with the mission of the organization. So that's the kind of leader, I guess you could say, the newest iteration of what I'm trying to do with my instrument, right?
Yes,
and so,
I love that.
yeah.
Talking about your leadership style and honing that craft, of course, there is so many people, influential people, that have helped you on this journey. So can you kind of pinpoint who in your life really helped shape you as a leader and your leadership style?
Sure. I've had managers and leaders that have been awesome, and I've had managers and leaders that have been awesome after the fact. And what I mean by that is during the time that we were working together, it was a real struggle. And then afterwards, somehow, the next role I had, I was all of a sudden really identifying with what was going on, because instead of being the employee and the boss, and being on the employee side, I was on the boss side, and saying, and and in this particular instance, I called her up and I said, I don't know how you didn't fire me after the first 2 weeks. I was a real pain, wasn't I? And she's like, yeah, you were a little arrogant, but I've also had a lot of leaders that have been very inspirational, but the most impactful leaders have ultimately held me accountable. The governor is my boss. The chairman of the board of the Guam Economic Development Authority, David John, is also my boss. He really holds me accountable. He's also a terrific mentor, as he's led a number of different organizations. And over the years, I've had a number of mentors in the community that I've gone to and really have helped me.
Fast forwarding, you're a mentor now to so many. And how does it feel to, number one, be a woman at the helm of this, huge responsibility?
Mm-hmm. Our current upcoming managers and leaders are a totally different breed and a totally different generation who have different experiences that I have had. And so it's a real fine balance of understanding those experiences and how you can help them strengthen the things that work and develop the things that don't work.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to carry on this conversation while we're driving the BMW. Okay. We're going to continue this electrifying conversation.
We're going to accelerate the pace.
There we go. She's coming in with more of the jokes, so don't go anywhere, guys. We'll see you in the car. All right, so Melanie, first and foremost, you've been test driving the car for how long?
3 days.
3 days, okay. So how has your experience been for the past 3 days?
I have done all the things, okay. Ooh, I'm a busy lady, right?
Spill it.
So I did drop-offs at daycare, 2 car seats back here.
Woo!
Okay, I took them out for the photos because, yeah. But 2 car seats. I did
Wow.
Daycare pickups and drop-offs. I did go to the mall and do a significant amount of Christmas shopping.
There you go.
And there's really an ample amount of trunk space back there. We went on a date night. I mean, you know, like it's just I did everything. I went out with friends.
Wow.
So I've done
Definitely busy. What was like the feature other than like the acceleration? What really stuck out to you?
I love that the AC turns on the minute you enter into the vehicle.
Especially here in Guam.
Especially when you're loading children, okay?
That's a great point.
You don't start up the car and then, you know, let your kids hang out outside and then let the AC run while you're loading your kids. That's just not a thing.
Right.
But if you like open the car door to put your purse in and the AC starts up and you're loading your kids, I mean, it's a game changer. It really is. It's wonderful.
Really is. You are a BMW owner already, so I know that you said you like to hold on to your cars till the bitter end, but do you see yourself, you know, like really, really delving in one day and being like, I'm gonna get this car?
Driving this car says, Mel, you need a roomier vehicle. You need a little more space. Those are the things you need. You need AC that turns on when you open the door. If that can only happen in an electric vehicle, I may have to sign up a little sooner than I would have pegged myself as what I would have.
You know, I just also want to shift gears a little bit and speak a little bit about your leadership role, and also talk a little bit about how GEDA really promotes and perpetuates sustainability.
GEDA's pushed out a lot of grant programs, and of course we love the programs that have to do with sustainability, food, especially food sustainability. You know, my background is in farm to table. My old gangs over at Farm to Table Guam, right? It was a nonprofit that my sister and some friends of ours founded, and it was all about food sustainability. So that has a close place to my heart. And then, you know, our pristine, beautiful island, right? So we want to keep our island beautiful and pristine. And what are ways we can do that? What are ways we can curb the, you know, just eyesores and things that just don't look good for us?
Right.
It's not a good look on us, not a good look for our visitors, right? So what are the ways we can fix that and improve that? So yeah.
All right, guys, we made it back to the BMW showroom. Melanie, you are an amazing driver and even better conversationalist. We talked about music, we talked about leadership style, and we talked about not most importantly, but what we're really here for, about the car. And it was an amazing drive with the AC. How did you like it?
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yay!
It was great.
It
Very comfortable.
Yes, comfortable, amazing, great. So guys, we'll catch you in the next installment of the Electrifying BMW Leader Series. Until then, we'll see you.